Yeah.
Okay, listen up. Everyone, right away, this is what I have to say. We're a college team. Toronto is a college team. Like, yo, look at the people out here,
We
fam.
did
Like,
this.
we did this,
We
yo.
built this.
Raptors is 6, bro. Yo, we're a college team, fam.
Yo, shout out Drake, man. He was super excited last night.
Yo, that
He
guy
was
was
there at the Raptors
litty for
Square.
the city, man.
Hey, man.
We're
if
doing
I
the
was
right
him,
things.
I would be turning up
playing
just like
fair.
that, too. That's it. And, hey, we just got to touch on something really quickly, guys. We're going to get into the game in a minute, but, hey, there's a fine line between, rooting for your team, being excited for the game, and then just flat out disrespect. All right? A Milwaukee Bucks fan was talking about superfan Nav, and just made a comment about him, which was really crazy, guys.
Disrespectful.
So, like, you can cheer for your team or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Be competitive or whatever you want to call it. Like, we make jokes about Milwaukee Bucks and so on and so on, but don't be disrespectful, guys. Toronto, let's just keep it classy. You can say whatever you want, like you don't like the opposing team, all of that, like a bunch of jokes. But once you start talking about people and getting personal, start talking about their religion and so on,
and how
that's
they
just
dress,
and
whatever,
how
like,
that's just flat out disrespectful. Like, guys,
straight up, man.
on our end, Toronto, let's not do that. You know what I mean?
Just-
I'm all in for jokes.
Just don't do it.
Cut the disrespect.
Relaying off of what my brother says, it's straight facts. There's a thin line between being passionate and being disrespectful when it comes to the sports world.
Yeah.
And that's just uncalled for, man.
Super
The great thing
guys.
about Toronto is that we're a multicultural city. Canada, we're just multicultural, period. We got love for a lot of people. We got a lot of different races, religions, people from different countries coming here, and we love them all. So
Exactly.
let's just honestly, because we obviously are more how can I say this? We're more respectful as Canadians. So let's learn from this one guy's mistake.
And not
And
do that.
we're not going to. But
No.
you know what? We're just putting it out there for people that live outside of Canada and whatever that's watching us.
Hold that disrespect talk, man. Real
Let's
talk.
all
Hold
learn
that
from
talk.
that guy. Because that guy now put himself out there in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Don't get too emotional
You
like
look
this
like a
guy and then start
goof.
doing it. Do it on your own time, whatever. But just know that the man upstairs is watching what you say. But long story
Facts.
short, let's just learn from that guy. We got a lot of love. But one thing we will not do is we'll spread hate.
Exactly.
Period. Very
Love
thin line.
is love. So what's going on, peoples? We are the Bryan Brothers.
Boy,
you go first,
you
man.
go first. I
Alright.
was pointing at you.
For those who don't know, my name is Adrian.
Whoa. That was very suburban like.
It's very passionate.
My
My name is Adrian.
His name is Adrian. My name is Jamal. If you want to get suburban, you can call me Jamal. But I prefer that you don't call me Jamal. Because my name is Jamal.
Exactly. Just
And
get it correct. That's what we're trying to say.
I just want to say one more thing. Toronto is a college team. We're like a college team. We got the energy. We're passionate. We have a lot of pride. Let's go. This is for the city.
Raps in 6.
Starting right away, man. We had a little bit of a slow start.
Yeah, we started pretty slow, guys.
But that's okay.
all right. Yeah.
Not Brogdon. I'm gonna say okay, I'll start with Brogdon first.
Yes.
First off, Mike decided to put Brogdon as a starter, then Chris Middleton. Hello?
Yeah.
Middleton dropped 33 the last game.
And
he responded.
you sit him?
And
You're a goof!
not even that. We thank you for that. Thank you for making that mistake because Brogdon,
I don't know. Man.
Brogdon was doing this thing, but Middleton did not get the feel for the game like how he wanted to, man.
But
that
that's
threw
okay
him off, man.
because not Brogdon, but Eric Bledsoe picked right up. But guess what?
He definitely had to pick up,
for
man.
sure. Going straight into the game, the Bucks started with a 5-0 run, guys.
Yeah,
and the Raps
they're
looked
getting it going.
really flat. They looked like they had no answer on the offensive end early on. But Kawhi came down the court, and after that 5-0 run, he knocked down a 3-ball, which was... It just gave the Raptors fans relief. Like, okay.
And he had some patience on that 3, too. He looked like he didn't rush that. He took his time, gathered, form release. Wet.
He had to stop that run. He had to stop it.
Wet. We had a little bit of struggling with the passing though, because within like the 7:30 mark, we had 4 TOs, man, 4 turnovers. We gotta limit that a little bit, but 100%. That was okay though. Yeah. Like you talked about, the space and the patience of Kawhi on that shot was good. Yeah. There was also plays where Danny started the game. Danny wasn't on the offensive end that effective. Yeah. But he did have a little bit of defense going on. I seen where he had a nice little pop, pick, steal, whatever you want to call it. Yes. Sent that off to Larry. Larry did have a nice little lay, drove that to the hoop. Yep. Kawhi was finding his space. He even had patience on his Euro step that he was doing when he was driving to the paint. Yeah. That looked pretty good. Raptors were slowly trying to get the wheels turning. The ball movement
started to get going, and the Raptors were starting to get some pretty good looks. So that was good. But one guy specifically on the Milwaukee Bucks team, Bledsoe, was just scoring, guys.
He was desperate.
His number was called last night. Yeah. And he was scoring almost at will. He was getting his shot off, so that was good to see from him.
He definitely, the last game, series, he had 5 points. Yeah. And for him to bounce back with a big dub, you played really well. He definitely was desperate. Yeah, he was looking for his shots. Yeah. He threw up a nice alley-oop that was pretty high, and Giannis went up there, got that.
Slammed it,
threw that down. Yeah. That was looking pretty good. But we had no worries about that. I seen a nice play where Norm had a nice 3-pointer that he connected with. Shout outs to Kawhi, because he was looking for his guys with some passing, man. That guy had 9 assists this game. He was looking out for his guys.
And that's what he has to do, because he creates so much attention. As soon as he gets the ball, it's either he's getting doubled or whoever he's guarding just can't guard him. So the help defense has to come over. And it's smart of Kawhi to start looking for the shooters. You know what? Early on in the series, the Raptors were really struggling. He had to put the whole team on his back, but now guys are responding. Guys are knocking down shots. Definitely. And it's good to see that he's trusting his teammates.
Definitely. Talking about knocking down shots, Kyle was being very aggressive when he needed to. He was driving to the paint, causing some guys to crash in. He had a nice kick out to Fred.
Yeah. And that just got Fred going a little bit. Got the gears turning, right?
Fred.
And shout out to Fred, because you know what?
Man.
Yeah, man. He just had another child. So shout out to Fred VanVleet, man.
Fred
Congratulations.
Jr., man.
Kids are a blessing, man.
Definitely. Got to give a blessing for that. Brogdon was doing pretty good, too. I seen a couple cut plays where he had a nice little 3 that was going on. Giannis looked at him for a 3. Yeah. Looking pretty good. Milwaukee started to take the run. They were up by 10 in the first quarter. Well, ended off the first quarter, 22-32. Yeah. We were just getting the ball rolling. Yeah. It was just starting from there.
No panic situation. They ended off really well. You could tell that guys were aggressive and that they were looking to score the ball and do what they need to do to try to get the W.
Second quarter moving forward, Pascal was having a little bit of shooting woes. Yeah. But one thing I did notice, he definitely had a lot of good looks from baseline. Yes. His baseline 3. Going into the second, he, not going straight into it, but a little bit into it, he was 1 for 6. That was a little bit of a challenge.
He struggled early on,
but
guys.
the three was looking pretty good going forward into the game. Norm also looked at him out for that too. Yep. Kawhi was getting his hands busy. He had a nice steal on Giannis that led to Pascal for that baseline theater we talked about. That looked pretty good. Raptors were seeming a little bit struggling at the beginning to kind of find the basket, but there was no worries about that because there was a jump ball possession that I seen going into the game. Raps got the possession. Kawhi got up, got that quickly,
and kicked it out.
Swung that out to Fred.
And that's another 3-ball, baby.
Fred for the trade. Yeah. That looked very nice.
And Fred shot that ball with confidence. At the beginning, he picked it up. I think he analyzed the situation, looked how far he was, but he still shot it. And boom, he hit it, man, with a world of confidence.
Pascal was contributing on other ends, too. He had a nice little outlet pass that went to Kawhi. Kawhi had a nice little dunk with that. Pascal also had an assist that led to Kyle Lowry with the layup too. Very efficient. He was getting his guys going in pretty much. Yeah. Kawhi even looked like he almost shook the brakes off of Mirotic. Dance move, little 2. Okay.
He has a bag on him, guys. He can shoot that 3-ball. He can mix it up, man. He can dance with guys a little bit.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
I seen a play where it kind of was like, I felt like I had a Soulja Boy moment. Like, Giannis had a pull-up 3, and I was like, Giannis? Wait, for 3?
I know, right?
3? You talking about that same guy that usually has to drive with the Euro 7 does all that stuff? And he hit a 3-pointer?
Yeah.
Giannis?
Guys,
bro.
Giannis is pulling up now, so I think we have a problem. I don't know if we've seen this in the regular season, him pulling up like that with so much confidence. Mm-hmm. But besides him driving and doing his usual Euro step, his bulldog move, or the spin, seeing that shot is really different. Mm-hmm. And let's touch on something. Giannis does the same move every time he comes down the court. He hits you with the bulldog move.
Okay.
And for some of you guys who don't know what that is, I'll teach you. And then when you analyze the next game, you'll be able to call it out. So if he has the ball in his left hand and he's dribbling and he's trying to drive to the paint, what he'll do is he'll throw the ball to the right side, and at the same time, he will fake like if he's going to move left. And then when he gets the ball in the right hand, then he pushes the ball and tries to attack the paint. So in real time, it looks like this. Bouncing the ball, you move it over to the right, you fake like you're going to go left, but then you go right, and then you push the ball forward.
And you bulldog your way
your way in. So that's the move. And that's what he consistently does if it's not the Euro step or it's not the spin. So check out for that.
Definitely. Check out for that play. Mm-hmm. Siakam had a nice play once again, although we were saying the shot was a little bit...
Yeah.
He started to pick back up. Yeah. He had a nice move at the top of the key, spin with a floater, put that in pretty sweet. He had a good touch with that.
Nice touch, yeah.
Giannis, like you're saying, was trying to do his little bulldog or whatever moves he was trying to do to get inside the paint. Mm-hmm. I seen an aggression on the other side with Fred because Giannis was trying to charge. And usually when Giannis charges, man's usually want to step back and try not to get inside.
Not to get the foul either,
he gets away with the foul or that stretch for the lane. He puts it up. I seen some good defense on Fred picking up on that. I really like that. I appreciate the effort and the hustle coming from him.
Taking on the challenge of guarding Giannis.
Even on the other side, I like to say on the other side because there's always something on the other side of that. Because on the offense, Larry seemed like he wanted to take on a victim. And he had a nice step back move tray on Lopez.
Yeah, that was nice.
Lopez.
He hit him with that more than 3 times in the series. I think this is the 3rd time.
Yeah, Lopez is becoming a victim on the defensive end. So you better look out for that. Giannis though. Danny. I don't want to put this up, but I want to say it's okay. Because Giannis had the Euro and threw that all on your head top. You got a head top. It's okay though. Don't worry about it. But Giannis was mean mugging after that.
You know that Kobe look? I don't remember exactly.
He showed the teeth.
I think that was from like a playoff series, and Kobe just hit a shot. He's like, for you basketball.
I think that was a Phoenix game.
I can't remember when that was.
I think that was the Phoenix game.
I just remember Kobe doing that. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, they kind of train together, so like I don't know if Kobe's like, yo, when you score, a tough basket,
it's a very, there's certain guys that are very passionate and very aggressive, and when the teeth show, you're ready to do some serious things.
Serious work.
But no worries about that. Almost ending into the second quarter, 20 seconds left.
Yep.
Kawhi was looking up for a shooter, and it was Pascal. Baseline 3. I was like, okay, he's starting to turn it around. Yeah. Knocked that down. That was the end of the second quarter. Mm-hmm. The energy was still right. We definitely had it. And for me, from what I've noticed, I think Charles even explained this too, like after the game. It seemed like Kawhi saved his energy for like the second half.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that. Yeah.
He prepared himself for the stretch. So right away, going off into the third quarter, Larry got it going. Start off with a 3. I like that he, even with the hand injury, is still pushing.
He's still shooting, and it's perfect the way Kawhi found him. I don't believe that there was a screen. Mm-hmm. But the way he curled around, I don't know if it was a screen, but whatever. He curled, got the ball wide open, pulled it up, splash. It was perfect.
Even into the third too, you're talking about curls. Bledsoe, we know, is not a shooter. Yeah, he doesn't shoot like that. He had a screen where Lopez, stayed pretty strong. He had a little bit of time, and he knocked it down. And I had another Soldier Boy moment, like Eric. Eric? The same guy likes to drive and wants to do all these cross moves and try and put up to the net, but doesn't want to shoot a three. Who's this guy? So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was surprised with that.
Bledsoe was cooking this whole game, guys. He was shooting so confident.
I was surprised with that.
Yeah.
Kawhi, on the other hand, though, had a nice spin move with a foul.
Yeah.
Looked very clean. He was getting strong in the inside. Had a nice little up-top floater.
Yeah.
I shut him up for that. Bucks tried to pull up, though, because they went on a quick 7-0 run.
Yeah, yeah.
And Nick was smart, because the thing is, when guys start getting going, you want to stop that rhythm.
Yeah, you got to call a timeout or do something, right?
Call the timeout. Off bat, couple plays later, then comes man like Fred.
Man like Fred.
Fred. 1-3. Splash. Caught the ball. Norman was right beside him. Said, don't worry about it. Set up.
Guys, we got to talk about that, because Norman was behind him, and Chris Middleton was contesting. So, yeah, those variables, but he still shot the ball with confidence. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, he was basically just locked in. Those of you who follow Lethal Shooter on Instagram,
stay locked in, baby.
Stay locked in. Fred VanVleet, he was locked in.
Definitely was locked in.
Yeah.
Norm, I guess, noticed, like, okay, this is Fred's moment to shine. He's getting hot.
Yeah, but he was, like, trying to get around him to go to the baseline.
No, he definitely was. I'm saying on the next play, though,
Yeah.
Norm said, yo, Fred, you're getting hot. I'm going to swing you the ball.
Yeah.
Because the next
Straight
play,
up.
Fred splashed it again. I was like,
I don't know, man.
Fred is feeling it
Maybe
tonight.
it's because Fred just had a child and he's like, feeling motivated, feeling inspired. I don't know what it was, man.
He did say at the end of the game that he had some real life talks. He had some time to reflect and a couple other things. So whoever spoke to him or whatever you were doing, keep your mind open, because he said he had to keep his mind clear, his mind, keep it open and everything.
And it was like a Klay Thompson situation during the series. Was it the Blazers series?
No, I don't think it was the Blazers series. Wait, was it? Wait.
No, sorry. It was before that.
Houston series?
Yes,
Houston series.
Klay Thompson wasn't shooting the ball too well. And then, the commentators and all that were asking him, like, what's going on? He had a game where he actually played really well. And he's like, well, I went to the beach, played some volleyball, jumped in the ocean, just reset my mindset. Everybody was like, what?
Bro, this is ball we talking.
This is basketball.
Basketball?
But you know what?
Volleyball.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. So somebody inspired Fred, had a couple conversations, and last night's game, he was just rolling, guys.
He was definitely
rolling.
Raptors were rolling on.
Yeah, sorry.
Mode too.
That wasn't the with the Klay Thompson situation. That wasn't the Blazers series.
That was
the Houston series. I believe it was.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool, man.
Definitely.
Play some volleyball, jump in the ocean, do what you gotta
do. Fred, on the other side of that, though, he was going from what Pascal was saying.
Yeah,
Chicago back to Toronto. Chicago checking up on the lady and the newborn. He was definitely going through a flurry of emotions, but he kept himself contained. And definitely stepped up big. Raptors had some good attacking. I seen a play, which everyone that was watching too, you pretty much noticed, where Pascal was driving the ball, bringing the ball up in transition. Looked out to Fred. Fred looked to Kyle. Kawhi, Trey ball. I was like, okay, this is the 3-point third quarter. Let's get busy. I'm not going to forget about Kyle, too. He was looking for guys in the aggression. Serge Ibaka, I know we weren't talking too much about him. Kyle drove in, had a nice little dish to Ibaka. Ibaka had a slam that went in the third.
It was really
nice. Some turning point plays that looked pretty good for us guys.
But you know what? One thing that I will touch on, I was kind of scared, because at the end of the third, coming down to the end, George Hill had a play on Serge Ibaka where, he sized him up a little bit, and Ibaka believed that he was going to drive, so he kind of just stayed back. And then George Hill just pulled it and knocked down the 3-pointer. So I was like, damn. George comes up, clutch. He's been shooting the ball really well in this series. Shout out Lethal Shooter, because George Hill, George Hill's been working with him, and his shot's just been falling. Whenever he gets the chance to shoot the ball, it's usually a good look for him. So I was kind of like, ooh, if George Hill really gets rolling here, that could be a problem. But you know what, guys? The Raptors just were able to contain them. They were able to make plays and be decisive with the ball. And, score when they needed to.
Definitely. Speaking about making plays, going into the fourth quarter, Kawhi definitely came up big.
Yeah,
Fred came up big.
Fred came up huge, guys.
A guy low-key that came up big, which we'll talk about too. Marcus Gasol, man. He was playing a body. He was playing good. So, Kawhi right away, Brogdon, that guy can't hold him. He had a Euro step where he was driving on the paint. 1, 2, throw that man, get out of here, bro.
Man. You're too small.
Too small. Get big.
Yeah, baby, too small.
Westbrook, my boy, why not? Kawhi not. Like, come on.
Kawhi not.
He ran him over.
Kawhi and dine, alright?
He definitely took him out.
Hey, if you got a business, man, and people gotta find out, what does Kawhi like to eat, man? Somebody do some research somewhere from his San Antonio days. Find out what this man likes to eat. And if you have a business, a restaurant, whatever it is, get that man some food, man. Get him something that he likes to eat. Kawhi and dine him, alright? We gotta keep this man. We need him to stay in Toronto. We need him to stay.
The weather's good.
Yeah, hey.
The weather's
Caravana.
good.
You guys gotta fix him up. Ladies! Ladies! Alright?
Somebody take that guy to Cactus Club.
Hey, man. Yo, take him out. Yeah.
With the nice open rooftops.
Yeah, man.
Let him have a good time.
Let that Serge. I'm putting this on Serge Ibaka. Take him out, Mafuzi, man.
Serge, we know you're a young bull out here. You like to get busy.
Hey, man, listen, ladies.
You better show that man a thing.
Actually, he has a girlfriend. I don't know if it's his wife and he has kids. But, just take this guy out.
Wife. Take him out to the Caravana.
Yeah, man.
Give him a 1-2.
Put out
what it means.
Put out some reggae tunes.
Run the rhythms.
Yo.
Specs on the boss. G98. Yo, let's go, man.
Yo.
You guys, get him involved.
Kawhi and dine. Get this guy a place to stay. Get him a nice $1 million condo. Get this man some good food.
Get him some service, man.
Get him some rhythms in Caravana, and just let him enjoy the city, guys.
The boss Specs can run about 2 rhythms.
Specs are the boss.
Chef up for rhythm,
Why you put on some chill?
Shout out to Specs. Shout out to Mark Strizzy, Gemini, the rest of the gang.
Shout out everybody,
some rhythm for this guy.
Toronto, stand up and no, Jamal.
We're a Toronto team. We're a college team. We're passionate. We're prideful. Let's go.
Drake has to do something for this guy, bro.
Bring him to the OVO Fest, man.
And just let him turn. Yo, what music does Kawhi even like?
See, he has this
Nobody knows.
He has this non-emotional thing.
Nobody knows what Kawhi likes, but somebody do research. Go in the comment section. Do some research, man. Tell us, what does Kawhi like? If you know what kind of music he listens to, if you're a San Antonio Spurs fan or whatever, let us get some insight, man. We're trying to keep this man.
Definitely. He from what he see right now, I feel he should be a stay. But yeah,
I hope so.
Getting into it, he was muscling through the paint.
Yeah.
He even had a nice little fade that he even showed Middleton, yo, you can't handle me.
You're not ready for this.
Get out of here.
Not ready for this action.
Milwaukee tried to go off on a little bit of an energy surge, looking for something.
Yes.
Brogdon tried to put up with a lay. Pascal said, get that garbage out of here.
Get out of here.
Beat the living out of that shot.
Yep.
On the other side, Fred hit a nice 3, baseline shot 3, assist from Kawhi. Kawhi was passing and getting it busy to his mans. Yep. I actually like that.
Yes.
We talked about victims. We talked about Lopez being a victim.
Yes.
He was a victim 2 times. Leonard danced on you with the step back twice, and there were 3s.
They're pretty deep.
Nothing about that.
Yeah.
That was big. Those plays were actually big when we needed them in the clutch because the game was getting very close.
Yes.
Shout out to that too. Mm-hmm. Lopez tried to actually get busy, but before I even get too far, no, that didn't happen in sequence order. Sorry, Lopez. I think on the flip side felt like his pride was shot. And this guy had a play where he tried to go up and get a lay or a dunk or whatever it was.
I remember that play.
I swear the whole Raptors swarmed in. Pascal was getting up there. Mark got the extra body up there.
Get that garbage out of here.
They got that garbage collectively out of there. Raptors engines was on fire. We ended up going on a really serious 10-0 run.
Yeah.
Yo, that was too much. Marc Gasol on the other end.
Yeah.
Noticed that Giannis was trying to get really desperate.
Yeah.
Also too.
Yeah.
Mark stood up, got busy with it.
Yeah.
Took some licks. Stopped. Yeah. I think he stood up, and then Giannis tried to do his Euro and then lost the ball.
Yes, he lost the ball. Yeah.
We were running on the other side, man. Yeah. Yo.
And we were just
Mark was
pushing it, guys. Man. And you know what's so funny? There was a time where the commentators were like, Mark has really got to shoot a three-pointer here. He's really got to hit a big shot.
I think Kenny was calling out during the game. So
one of the...
somebody was.
Somebody. The TNT cast.
I'm not sure. Somebody was.
Yeah, but they were calling him out. And funny enough, Kawhi had driven, tried to get into the paint, curled around, and seen Mark was wide open, kicked it out to Mark, splash.
Yo,
right on time.
That mattered big. Kawhi once again, the assist looking. Yeah. Looked for Fred too. Yeah. And Fred, he was even splashing. Fred splashed a nice little... Man. It was like, I guess, mid-corner.
Yeah, because he came off a screen. Shout out to Mark. Set a solid pick for him.
Yeah.
Came around. Middleton actually fell to the ground, leaving Fred VanVleet wide open. And he knocked that straight ball down, guys. Fred VanVleet had 7 3-pointers in this game.
7.
Which is huge. In this whole series... including the last one, Fred VanVleet was non-existent. He did not show up.
On the offensive end. He was still doing other things.
Yeah, he was still making assists,
he had a little bit of a shooting slump. It was a little bit of a shooting slump.
Cleared his mind, had his child, went to go see his newborn baby. And he's like, you know what? I'm inspired.
This is a big story that you can tell your son to push through and persevere through these rough times. And he kept it going.
Yeah.
Kawhi tried to be the general again. Taking over.
Yeah.
He missed a free throw. I think it was one of the 2 that came clutch. Yes. Mark did 2, but not too much to worry about because Mark, like I was saying, has been coming up really big. Kawhi tried a nice little spin fade.
Yeah.
He grazed, and this is another play I'm talking about that came clutch in the end. He grazed the rim.
Yes.
Marked at the right place at the right time.
Grabbed the boards.
Got to the ball, grabbed the boards before Lopez. Lopez had no choice to foul. And like I said,
reach and foul, guys.
One of the 2 for the free throws, but there was no worry about that.
Yep.
We handled that because we ended up... No, what happened? The foul happened, then we had possession to inbound the ball.
Yes. Because Mark got the free throws. Yeah.
We got the ball. Kawhi on the inbound, threw that up to Kyle. Kyle with the IQ that he had, bounced past in between 2 men. Yeah. Mark did not get that, but Pascal's
Mark tried to reach, but he just let it go all of a sudden. And it almost looked like there could have been some miscommunication there. Both of them could have let that ball go out of bounds. Siakam, his wingspan is pretty long.
That guy reached for that.
Grabbed the ball, drove in, 2-hand slam to finish.
That was it. The cushion. That was safety. We had it good. They tried to foul up again.
And Middleton tried to hit the shot because they were down 3 at that point.
Yeah.
It was 97-100.
That's what happens when you don't make him start and get his touches because he was off. He had no feel. 6 points.
Yeah. Raptors closed out on him on the side baselines. He went for a jumper, air ball.
10 rebounds, 10 assists. That was a good double-double, but the scoring is what they know you for. And it didn't work out because of just the least amount of touches in time. He didn't get to start. Kyle on the other end was getting hacked up at the end. Yeah. Capitalized on his free throws. Milwaukee fans started walking out the stadium. They already knew it was a wrap. That energy was there. Raptors ended up pulling out the W, 105-99.
Hey, man.
We had some deciding factors. Before we get into the stats, I want to say this. Points off for turnovers, we executed well, man. 19-7. The turnovers, awesome. 6-2. No worries about that. We shot really good from the free throw, 81%, 25 for 31. The 3-pointers, 18 for 43. We're just clicking on all cylinders, man. Shout out to the Raptors for that, man.
We were just working. Now let's touch on some stats, guys.
Stats, my guy.
Kawhi Leonard played 40 minutes, had 35 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, shot 11 for 25 from the field, and he was 5 for 8 in 3-point shooting. And now the next guy who basically stepped up, played big. Shout out Fred VanVleet. Played 37 minutes.
Bet on yourself, boy.
21 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. 7 for 13 from the field, and he was 7 for 9 in 3-point shooting.
Big.
That's what you call stepping up.
Big.
That's what you call rising to the occasion.
Big.
All right? That's what you call confidence. That's what you call betting on yourself.
Big.
We like it. Shut yourself out, Fred. And guys, it sucks. Danny Green played 16 minutes. He didn't have any points. Didn't have much attempts. But that's okay because he jumped up on the defensive end.
He's still... you know what?
Yeah,
like I say...
And he made plays when he had to, right?
You don't have to be the guy to score the most points, but you can still matter when you contribute in other ways.
And
so
exactly. Because it happened to Kyle. You guys remember,
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Man. Kyle, in one of these playoff games... had 0 points.
Any moment he can have a big game.
Yeah, any moment he could step up and then knock down some big jumpers. So it's all right, Danny Green. You know what? Things happen, but you got to stay persistent and consistent.
Straight up.
In taking your jump shots when you get an open opportunity.
Hey, guys that took opportunities still made a big difference. Gasol had 4 and 6. He still made a big difference, like we talked about, the big plays that he made down the stretch.
Yeah.
Norman was looking for his guys, swinging out 4 assists. He even was making his open shots. He had 8 points. Ibaka was 6 and 6. You don't have to score the most points to make the biggest momentum changes or big effects in the game. So shout outs to them. On the other side with the Bucks, though, Giannis had 24 and 6. Yeah. He definitely played his part, tried to do his thing. Lopez, to me, had a solid 16 and 8. I didn't really notice that.
And guys, Chris Middleton played 36 minutes. He only had 6 points.
That's what happens.
Only 6 points. The last game he had 30 points.
That's what happens when you take risks on these lineup changes. Taking out Middleton to start. 5? But this is what I'm trying to say, though. And this is my theory. I could be wrong. But this is what I'm saying. You have Middleton that had a pretty bad game the game before that. Dropped 30 the next game. Yeah. Keep him in. He's trying to prove himself. I understand Brogdon was playing really good, but that was a critical choice that Mike made when he ended up saying, Brogdon, you're going to start. Middleton now has to take the sacrifice of trying to bring that energy. You can't blame too much on him. You got to be ready at all times. But it just shows you lineup changes at the times when you make it.
Yeah, that's loss of offense.
You can keep him in and make Middleton start and then bring in Brogdon earlier if you had to. But you know what? You did what you had to do.
Hey, man. Shout out you, Mike, for making that decision as the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, you gave us a hand, yo.
Hey, man, no problem. Like, we'll gladly just deal with that situation accordingly, which we did, right?
Definitely.
And I think Drake really agrees with that. He was going crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, to all the people in the 6 and all the people that you watch Champagne Poppy, man, go and look at that post he put out recently. Because Mike had a little bit of things where he was talking about Drizzy, and Drizzy showed him some comfort still.
Wait, yeah, with the...
He showed him some
the edited picture. You guys can go see all that stuff on Drake's Instagram profile.
Bledsoe, sorry.
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, Bledsoe on the last game, like you said, at 5 points, but he rose to the occasion, man. Yeah. 20 and 4.
That's huge.
He did his thing. Hill had a nice 12 and 8. It's pretty much the guys that were going to work. Anything that you want to say?
I just wanted to touch on the fact that Drake's been really active in this series. And for all those who don't like it, he's just enjoying what's going on in the city right now. He's just passionate about it. I mean, I can understand some people that are reserved and really just, care about the game. They don't care about all the theatrics and all that other stuff. Like, I understand. You're probably like, yeah, just sit down and enjoy the game. That's fine. But for people who are passionate, let them do that. And you do you. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of like why when Drake was saying Toronto's like a college team, I understand where he was coming from with that, because when you watch the NCAA, there's a lot of high energy. Guys are hype.
Crazy energy.
Fans are hype. Like, it's different from an NBA game, like, in general. Like, I know playoffs, the energy's there.
Yeah, it's there.
But like, NCAA is a different type of feel. It's on another level. Man. So I understand what he was saying with that. And the man's passionate of his team, of his city. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if every other team had a guy that was just like Drizzy, or if Drizzy was from those places, they would say nothing about it. I understand you want to bring, like, how Shannon wanted to bring up Jack Nicholson from the Lakers. He wants to bring him Spike Lee from the Knicks.
Exactly. So look at all those guys.
This is a young guy. Drake knows what it is. Passion for his city. Don't blame the man for being
the guy alone, bro.
Let the man live. He's an ambassador for Toronto too.
Exactly.
That guy's definitely trying to get his city hyped up, man. And he's hyped. Just remember this. Toronto's a college team. We got pride. We got passion. We had the energy, man. Don't say nothing. Shout out the Milwaukee Bucks. Shout out Drizzy for that energy.
I brought out the shades.
I was wondering why you bring little shades.
Yeah, it's not scripted. I just put on the shades because Milwaukee's gonna be going on vacation starting Saturday. So I don't know, Bledsoe. If you want, I think Bledsoe would wear these ones.
Nah, Brogdon looks like a man that wears
those ones. You know what? I think
Giannis looks like actually Bledsoe looks like a dark man. He'd probably wear
or Giannis. You guys. I think Giannis would probably wear these because he's cheesed. You
can give Bledsoe your
Giannis. I'll leave these somewhere. I don't know. I'll leave them with Drake or something. Bledsoe. These are for you. These are for you.
Yo,
but yeah, shout out the Raptors. They get the W, 105-99.
Raptors win.
Game
Raptors
6.
win. Raptors win.
Get out the salami and cheese, mama. This ball game is over.
Hello.
Shout out Chuck Swirsky, man. He was the announcer for the Toronto Raptors some years ago. If you guys remember, you remember. If you don't, you don't.
Definitely. When you pull it 100 points, the salami and cheese came out.
Yeah, salami and cheese is coming out, man.
Pizza with a nice little slice,
Yeah, man. So you guys get ready for Game 6.
Yeah.
We're going to turn it up. I think the Raptors, you know what? The Toronto Raptors will be at home. They'll be comfortable. And I think that they'll get the job done.
Definitely, man. We all have faith in the 6. The 6 in 6.
And remember, guys, most importantly, keep it classy. Do not disrespect anybody.
Learn from that guy, because that guy was actually just I don't know how he was moving.
That was out of hand, guys. So remember, just be respectful. Respect the game of basketball.
Love is love, man.
Yeah, more importantly, it's a game, guys. It's fine to be, warm with each other and joking around and so on, but don't attack anybody personally, all right?
Yeah, man.
So Toronto, let's just keep it classy and let's be excited for our city. This is history in the making.
Big time.
History in the making. What a time to be alive. All right?
Straight up, man. Hey, once again, we appreciate y'all for taking time listening to the Bryan Bros. Giving you that high energy, showing love.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's what we do, guys.
You liked it, you smiled, you enjoyed it, you watched the whole thing. Subscribe. Don't front. Come on. I see you. Just slide the mouse pad a little bit more.
Yeah. Or if using one of these, just scroll over, you know what I mean? When you see the subscribe here,
hit it.
Go over there, hit it. Yeah.
It's probably more over there.
Something like the corner, like
hit that button. Over there. Shouts out to y'all.
Or over there in the corner.
Pick up yourself. Enjoy the day. Be blessed. Love is love, man.
All the best, guys.
Signing out.
Yeah.
Toronto.